Thank y'all for tuning back in to your favorite channel, Pelican Bay Dog Talk and News for the day, for the evening, for the night, for the morning, giving it to you the way I always do. Don't forget to hit that like button, like I always tell my brothers and sisters. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Appreciate all the new subscribers, and don't forget to drop down in the comments. Big salute to all my brothers and sisters down in the chat. Like I always say, big salute to you. Big salute to all the dog lovers from one side of the world to the other side of the world. You know, let's get into that dog talk for the day. First thing I want to say, man, hope everybody holiday seasons have started off well. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody having a great, beginning of their December. Um, you know, taking care of them dogs, taking care of them families, taking care of everybody, man. Um, you know, we gonna get into that dog talk. What I wanna start off asking my brothers down in the chat. You know, what do y'all think the state of the dog game is at 2023? You know, where's the state of the dog game at now? You know, that's what I'm asking you. Drop down in the chat. Cause I got a few things to talk about. You know, when I ask brothers in the chat certain things, I still ain't got one answer yet. But we'll figure that out in a minute. But what state is the dog game in right now, 2023, with all this stuff going on in your face? You know, and this is an opinion that can be given from anybody. It don't matter what age you is, and what you've seen in the past or whatever. Just give your opinion. What state you think the dog game in? Me myself, just my opinion on it. Um, I mean, I feel like in one way you're losing the battle, and in the other way, you know, you got great dogs out here. Plenty brothers got great dogs. Plenty brothers doing the right things with the dogs. But then you got, on the other hand, you got dogs being confiscated left and right, left and right, left and right. Not to mention the ones that's being stolen on the back streets. See, we don't even really we don't really highlight that too much as it's going down. You see, there's a lot of dog brothers that getting their dogs taken across this country, more than what I announced on my channels throughout the year or so. You know, I mean, if everybody was that honest when it comes to dogs, and everybody was trying to spend their honest money when it comes to dogs, we wouldn't have to worry about uh, a whole bunch of things, man. We wouldn't have to worry about a whole bunch of things, and that's why I feel like in that behalf, the dog game is gone to shambles. It's gone to shambles. But on the behalf of the brothers who still got dogs, and the brothers who trying to do the right things, and the sisters who trying to do the right things with these dogs, I could say, the future may look great for you. The future could look great for you, because the things that you are trying to achieve, these brothers over here are not trying to achieve, and the things that you looking at, they are not looking at. And the things that they are looking at, you don't worry about, because it don't affect you and what's going on with your program and the activities your program is involved with. So that's why I say the dog game, it's not in good hands as you think it is, or the average person may think it is. And the people who just got pits and don't care about pedigrees and bloods and all that, they don't even care about the stuff that I'm talking about right now, because they don't see what I'm talking about. They don't understand what I'm talking about. When I say they don't care about pedigrees, I mean the ones who don't even care. They don't even care as long as it's full-blooded. They just take care of it. And some people, it don't matter if it's full, half-blood, 2 or 3 mixes in it, they're going to still take care of the dog the same way. And that's the way I am. If I like the dog, I like the dog. I don't care if it's mixed breed. I don't care if it's 5 or 6 cuts in it. You know what I'm saying? If I like the dog, I like the dog. And if we get more people that's worried about their stock, when I say worried, I don't mean we not bringing these other dogs to the light that's putting these fake papers on these dogs. No, I don't mean that. What I mean is your dog be your bloodline. Your dog be that bloodline to represent for the future. You know what I'm saying? If everybody, especially them boys who always calling brothers' names out and trying to do things for clout, if everybody made their dogs famous, besides when they trying to sell puppies, we'll be all right. But you only hear about these brothers when it's time to sell puppies. Oh, this cross with this cross with that, and this cross with this. Man, y'all boys is getting predictable and ridiculous. And the baby been gone for a little while, and y'all want to talk shit and get your little views up. I told y'all, when it come to them views and when it come to these channels, use a dogger. I'm a YouTuber. Bulldogger. Used to be a bulldogger, so I tell my bulldogger stories. Use a bulldogger trying to keep up with a YouTuber. And it ain't gonna happen because, for one, like I told y'all, brothers, you know what I'm saying? Hold up, let me slow it down because I got a lot of stuff to talk about and I ain't wanna get too fast into this thing, you know what I'm saying? I ain't wanna get too fast into it. But the thing is, man, what state is the dog game in? When I see brothers who clearly not doing the right things for these dogs, and then I see brothers who get up under their comments and be like, oh man, big salute, big shout out to this, big shout out to that. And these brothers clearly not taking care of these dogs. And then you see brothers bigging them up. Then you got to ask yourself, what state is the dog game in? Like I told you before, the dog game about a bunch of lies. You know what I'm saying? It's about wanting the lie to be the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's about the lie sounds better. The lie sounds better, when I hear it, and it sounds better coming off his tongue. That's what it's about in the pit bull game. When the lies get uncovered, we get mad. We say it's this, we say it's that. We say it's trolling, or we'll say it's starting drama or this and that. It ain't about no drama. Y'all brothers should have made the right breeders when you made them, if brothers up here talking about it. Because we got a lot to talk about today. You should have made the right breeders if brothers is up here talking about it. Then they wouldn't have had nothing to talk about. Because it was cool, like I said before. It was cool when Brother Jack Kelly was putting all the info out in that journal. But like I said before, who came up with that idea? Who came up with that idea? Y'all want to bash this and talk about the drama with this and talk about the drama with that. But who came up with the idea to keep records for something y'all was doing illegal? And then to turn around and make y'all think it was cool, to make y'all think, oh man, this is gonna last forever. We're not keeping records on something we was doing legitimate. We keeping records on mob activities. But y'all will skip all over that, skip all over this, skip all over that, but you still ain't answer who came up with that idea to keep the things on record. And then can't blame it all on him. Can't blame it all on him because everybody across the country was sending their little info in. Sending their little info in just to see it on a book, just to see all your illegal activities on a book. Then you get mad when somebody get up here 20 years later telling you something that you lied about or either showing you something in the book. Hey, what state is the pit bull game in 2023? It's a dying cause, some say. Some say it's a dying cause. Oh, little mama over there say she begged to differ. You heard her? She said she begged to differ. Now, I want to say a big shout out and big salute to everybody that was going to tune in to the live yesterday. It didn't work out for me. The brother phone wasn't working right with the link. So big salute to him. Big salute to y'all for, checking in on me, the ones that was going to be there and they know I normally show up when I say I'm going to show up. But yeah, man, the phone was acting up. You know what I'm saying? The phone link was acting up. But one question I got is, What's the worst problem I think it is in this dog game today? Uh, Worst problem I think today would be, well, I'm gonna give you more than one problem. One problem is we have older brothers who conduct themselves like younger brothers. When I say that, I mean older brothers should have the knowledge and to know the knowledge to see, you can see plain and day, especially some of you brothers that brag about going to the penitentiary, brag about doing this. It's like you should be smart enough to see, you know, certain things. And I use Facebook as an example a lot because you can really see uh the way a brother move on Facebook, how, what kind of mind of thinking he got. And when it's like you see older brothers posting stuff on Facebook about weights, about matching, about this, about that, when they should be setting an example for the younger brothers. It's not cool to set examples in the good way. It's only cool to set examples in the bad way. So I'm starting to see. That's one of the problems, man. Too many older brothers, not setting good examples for the younger brothers when it comes to the dog game. Showing brothers how to move with these dogs, showing brothers how to take care of these dogs, showing brothers, letting brothers know, it ain't no harm in having one dog. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no harm in having two dogs. You don't gotta have 75 dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because that brother program, is moving like that. You gotta work your program how your program go. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is to it. And it goes back, like I say, the older brothers moving wrong. When you got younger brothers looking at brothers they know is 20 years older than them, and then they posting up on Facebook like this, boom, boom, boom. Them younger brothers like, oh, well, he doing it, I'm gonna do it too. He don't see nothing wrong with it. And then some of them, see, the thing about it, some of y'all older brothers, whether you on YouTube or not, you don't even gotta have a YouTube channel. It's some young brother out there that's looking up to you as a dog person, as a dog man, claim dog man. It's some young brother that's out there looking up to you and the way you moving, you know. But when they see you moving stupidly, when they see you doing stuff that don't add up, you know what I'm saying? It's two things that can happen. They can follow your same direction because they don't notice it. They don't notice, that you over here effing up. So they're gonna do the same thing and get probably a different type of conclusion at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Might turn out a little worse for them. And then you got the second problem with the dog game today is a lot of brothers, young and the old, you know what I'm saying, acting like they don't see what's going on. They don't see what's going on. We spend 2 years telling you, you sell that crack, you got them dogs, you're automatically getting dog fighting. We can argue about it for the next 10 years. But if you get caught with it today, you're getting dog fighting. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. So when you prepare for that game and you prepare for all the stuff you prepare for in the game, and you got pit bulls, just go ahead and add that on to it with it. I'm gonna have a dog fighting charge too. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and add that on with it. Sometimes brothers acting like it's hard for them to understand, hard for them to see. I gave y'all 3 different busts in Indiana in the past 2 months. Now, let me slow down because I was about to get into something else, but I'm going to get into it because I said we're going to be here for a minute today. We talking some dog stuff today, man. Talking some dog stuff today. It's just quite a few problems that's hindering the dog game and brothers from really prospering. Because you sell one little off good, yeah, that's all gravy. It ain't gonna be right to everybody out here eating off these dogs. And I don't mean like every single person with a dog. I mean the brothers who's really putting in the work. Back in the days, putting in the work would have meant You know what I'm saying? Taking them down to the square. In nowadays times, putting in work gonna mean taking them to them shows, taking them to this, doing this with them. Whatever you gotta do to make your dog famous. See, going to a show ain't the only way to make your dog famous. Getting on video ain't the only way, but you gotta, I'll put it like this. In order to make your dog famous, he gonna have to be on some type of video. It don't gotta be YouTube, it gonna have to be something. TikTok, anything. You know? But you don't have to do the same thing everybody else trying to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do everything. That's one thing about it, man. With this dog game, I'm starting to notice. When one thing pop off, you know what I'm saying? You start seeing everybody do the same exact thing. Everybody do the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? Some people get different results from it, you know, but everybody start doing the same exact thing. It's like a get-along game sometimes. You know, in order to stand out in this dog thing, you got to do your own thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That get-along game shit, it only lasts for a little while, then they turn and stab you, you know, and then to get along with the next crew. You know, so you might as well do your own thing in your own little circle, whoever you dealing with, you know what I'm saying, and just be happy with that. All the traveling, no disrespect to the brothers, whoever traveled back in the days, you know what I'm saying? But this modern day time now, these brothers can't be doing all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying, and putting whatever they got going on in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just say, we're not even going to add the part about your family into the equation. We just going to say the dogs. You know, just the fact that you love your dogs enough not to get them taken from you, you make the right moves. You know, you make the right moves. Now, by somehow, I feel like over the past 2 years, a lot of y'all simple-minded brothers would have had more enjoyment out of reading a bunch of journals than watching all of my episodes from the start to the end. A lot of y'all would have had more enjoyment out of that because we spoke about a whole bunch of things over the past 2 years. Whole bunch of bloodlines. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting warmed up. And guess what? PBK9s, stay trying to do something different, man. Stay trying to do something different. You know, I can't do the same thing everybody else doing. You know, it gotta distinguish my channel from the rest. You know what I'm saying? Distinguish my channel from the rest and my content from the rest. Cause boy, look here. Boy, I got my haters, but like they say, you ain't got haters. What you doing, man? You ain't got no haters out there. What you doing? Now, my question to the brothers down in the chat. Big salute to the brothers down in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Supreme Excellence 1. Big salute to City Boy Kennels, Marcel Shepard, Mr. 216. Big salute to Arrowhead Kennels. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to all the brothers that be rocking down in the chat. Russell Shaw, Legion Fury 13. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Paris J. You know, big salute to all the brothers. My brother Jay's Moonlight, Bonton, man. Big salute to all the brothers. You know, my thing is I want to ask y'all, you know, do you think the pit bull, the American pit bull terrier, will ever be considered truly a working dog? Or will it always be considered a fighting dog? And I'm asking my brothers and sisters down in the chat and my brothers and sisters who watching this video as well, but you can't comment in the chat. You can drop down in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button, man. Don't forget to hit the like button. You know, I told you I'm about to get back in the groove of this thing. You know what I'm saying? Big Ace, you know what I'm saying? Big Ace. Hey, Big Ace, this is week right here. You know, this is week right here. We in boot camp. When we started out boot camp, and this right here, what they call the Crucible week. You know what I'm saying? Hell week. You know, this is what we're going through, the final week. You know what I'm saying? I gave y'all a little bit of dog talk, but hold up. Since y'all don't like to look at the videos when I just post them, I'm going to give you that dog talk, and I'm going to slide that video in. So check this out. This particular training is not for me to show you how immaculate Ace sit and stays. This training is to show you that Ace understands what the word free means. Free means release. You don't move until I say free. When I say free, then you can go get whatever the object is I want you to get.
Down. Good boy. Sit. Stay. Free. Go. Sit. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Down. Down. Stay. Ace, heel. Heel. Yes, good boy. Stay. Fight. Yes, good boy. Yes. What? Yes, good boy. Yes, down. Yes, good boy. Sit. Stay. Fight. Yes. Up. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Middle. Yes. Sit. Stay. Stay. Fight. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Down. Ace. Down. Good boy. Stay. Fight. Good boy. Bring it back to me. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Yes. Ace. Sit. Yes, good boy. Stay. Fight. Bring it back for me. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Yes. Free. Let's go, boy. Hey. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. Out. Sit. Out. Hey. Out. Wait. Up. Sit. Sit. Hey. Good boy! Let's go, boy! Good boy! Yes! Good boy! Yeah! Yeah!
But back to what we was talking about, fellas and ladies. Will the American Pit Bull Terrier ever be given its true credit to be of being a working dog? You know, or will it always be looked at as a dog, as a fighting dog? You know, no matter who get it, it's always looked at as a fighting dog, and people not seeing the true qualities of these dogs. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't even see certain things about these dogs until I really start getting down in the dirt, in the mud with them. Man, these dogs possess abilities you wouldn't believe. You know, you wouldn't believe, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, and it's just sad to say. I mean, the only way the name is really gonna get changed around if you got more brothers and sisters in the public eye with these dogs doing the right things. You know, that's why you can never, ever, 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 ever disrespect that brother Marlon with Dark Dynasty Canine. No matter what you think about his dogs, he put the light on with the pit bulls, training, put light on the pit bulls in a good way. He didn't get out there and make a bad name for them dogs. You see, we've got a million brothers want to down what he doing, want to say this. See, the thing about brothers look all over the good stuff that brother doing and want to say, oh, he don't got a pit bull. He don't got a pit bull. He don't got a pit bull. Is that what that damn? Is that the only thing you seen? How about did that brother start his own line? You know, I told you a long time ago, but you don't listen to me. Only people you listen to is folk like, I ain't gonna say no names because we gonna talk about that later on in the video, you know. But I've been told you, man, the brother sought blueprints for certain things. You know, make your dog famous is all you gotta do. We in modern day time where things are more easier for brothers to have access to social media, have access to things to make their dogs famous. This ain't back in the days where you had to hire a cameraman to do stuff. You had to hire this and hire that, which you may have to hire a cameraman now. But you know what I mean. You know, back then it was selected few brothers throughout the city who can record your stuff in certain kind of ways, you know. But hey, man, you know, just something that, you know, just one of the questions I wanted to know to my brothers down in the chat, sisters down in the chat. You know, and I appreciate everybody for dropping in, tuning in. You know, let's keep this thing rolling, man. Let's keep this thing rolling. Now, I do want to ask, man, do y'all brothers and sisters out there feel like the ADBA is supporting the pit bull community enough? You know where y'all got it first. Y'all know we're the only channel that ever called ADBA and with a legitimate conversation about something, not talking about none of that crazy stuff the master of all stuff be talking about a legitimate conversation with them about what's going on in the public today? Who called them and told them that their papers are leading back to brothers getting arrested? Which one of the dog channels called 80? Which one of these dog men called ADBA and asked them, yo, what are you going to do about brothers getting arrested for your papers? Give it to you. You know, gave it to you. So what I'm asking y'all is, do y'all think ADBA is back in the breed enough, back in the community enough? You know, what do you think they fall at when it comes to where they supposed to sit at? Because brothers hold them to high regards. Brothers hold them, you know, like highest of the pit bull registry. The top of the cream of the crop. But how do they handle the community? How do they handle folks out here? You know what I'm saying? You got to start demanding better from the people that you claiming that is so this and that. That's why I say it shouldn't be hard for brothers to take over these shows. When I say shows, I'm talking about dog shows. You know, shout out to the brother doing a virtual show. I'm talking about literal dog shows, city to city. You know what I'm saying? State to state. It shouldn't be hard for brothers to create activities to do, competitions to do, and get it started. Only thing that makes it hard is all the hating that goes on. You know, all the hating. And then when we go to these shows, we'll turn around and we'll say, you know, maybe they had favoritism for that person because that person always be here. Maybe they had favoritism for this person because they always be here. But we won't back our own community when they trying to do other stuff. You know, ADBA not out here in the mud. ADBA not out here in the field with these dogs to see what's going on out here with these dogs. And a lot of these brothers not taking the real stories back to ADBA, what needs to be told. But yeah, you know, this is why they rock with the Bay, man. This is why they rock with the Bay. This is why they rock with the Bay, and this is why they can't duplicate this content because I can't duplicate it myself. I come off the dome with this type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? What ADBA gonna do to represent all these folk that's spending these millions? Like I said, it's Christmas time, it's holiday time for the folk who don't, you know, go through all that Christmas stuff or whatever. It's holiday times. What is ADBA gonna do to represent these dog brothers out here in this community that's spending all these bucks, all these dollars, $300 for a little you want to register your kennel name? You know what I'm saying? $400 to get in the magazine. You know, but at the end of the day, everything that you got is leading me back to getting in trouble if I get caught up with it. But then when I asked you about it, you said don't. But then when we get in court, them folks saying it do. So my question, like I said before, what should the ADBA do if they ain't doing enough? And if y'all brothers feel like they're doing enough, then drop down in the comments and say they're doing enough. You know what I'm saying? They're doing what they can do then. You know? Because like I say, we got to be fair and unbiased, man, raw and uncut. You know, my subscribers like it raw and uncut. I felt like I've been smooth for the last week or so. Now it's time for some raw and uncut. Them boy want raw and uncut. Sister May over there in Ireland over there with them nice dogs she want that raw and uncut. Gotta give it to you, man. Gotta give it to you. You know what I'm saying? PBK9 style. If y'all want to donate to the channel, $ Pelican Bay Kennel on the Cash App. Most of my brothers, for the new subscribers, if you didn't know, $ capital P Pelican, capital B Bay, capital K Kennel in the Cash App. You know what I'm saying? If you want to donate to the channel or drop down in the super chat. You know what I'm saying? All of us appreciate it. I don't care if you got 50 cents, 25 cents. You know what I'm saying? It's all appreciated. PBK9 is giving it to you. All I want to know is ADBA, American Dog Breeders Association, doing what they supposed to be, doing what they can with the money that they're making, with the time that they got in for the community out here with these dogs. You know? And we can't blame it on all the ones that's doing bad. Because they say a lot of brothers, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. 'Cause I want to know I got some questions. Y'all brothers want to be civilized and all that. I like being civilized, but when it comes to these dogs and these brothers spending this hard-earned bread they got, you know what? I think they like the truth. You know what I'm saying? They like the truth. And one thing about it, I ain't gonna hate on y'all. Look at the civilized stuff. You know what I'm saying? But over here, we gonna give you the truth when it comes to them American Pit Bull Terriers. Cause one thing about it, I got enough Pit Bull. That's why I always say shout out to them Bully boys. Shout out to the Bully Gang 85 crew. All them boys. I say shout out to all of them. Pocket Gang, Pits. I say Hawker Pit Bull. I say all that. I say big shouts out to Chico. I say I big up everybody. You know why? Cause I got enough dog background to back my talk up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, you know, a lot of these boys, they let you talk them down because they ain't got no dog background to back it up. So they won't say, oh, what they really feel. You know, they want to have your mind. You know what I'm saying? They won't have their own thoughts. They want to think what you want them to think. You know what I'm saying? Not the bay. You know, if I love the hawk, I love the hawk. It is what it is. And guess what? My background's still the same. I know about game dogs just like you know about game dogs. I know how to do them just like you know how to do them. You know what I'm saying? But hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Brothers got to have their own minds and understand. You know, understand when I tell you, Chico gave you the blueprint, what to do. You know, when I say the blueprint, a lot of y'all want to look at how the man out there did he fight this? Did he do this illegal? Did he do that? No, man. Y'all don't want to follow a blueprint to something legal. You know, and then the ones who try to wait 15 years, then they try to follow a blueprint. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, listen. You just don't got it, man. You just don't got it. While this pit bull game is suffering, you over here fucking up. But it is what it is. I want to send a big salute out to all the Bulldog channels. Big salute out the Dogman TV and brother J Bo. Big salute out to you, my brothers. Big salute out to Samurai Kennel and the Shogun crew. Big salute out to all the Bulldog channels, man. Every time I get up here, I have a brain full of channels before I start sending my salutes out. My brothers. Man, then I start forgetting. You know what I'm saying? Then I start forgetting. Big salute to BK, Break Bread. I think I said it right, big dog. You know what I'm saying? I think I said it right. Big salute out to Home of the Nanny Dog. Big salute out to Going Hard Kennels. Big salute out to brother Fat Bill. Big salute out to brother Triple J. You know, big salute out to all the brothers, man. Big salute out to all the brothers. You know, we just gonna talk about some things today, like them brothers and sisters want me to do. So I gotta get into it, man. Gotta get into it. Like I said, what do the ADBA need to do to help? You know, if they need to do anything else, I'm asking y'all brothers, because y'all know my opinion is my opinion, but we need the opinions of all y'all brothers in the chat and all y'all brothers who gonna be watching this video in the future. What do the ADBA need to do to help the dog community? You know, now, let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard some of the brothers talking about, you know, how brothers get caught up certain kind of ways. Now, we got where they talking about tattooing pit bulls. Tattooing pit bulls is a dog fighting thing. Dog fighters tattoo pit bulls. Okay, now, as a news anchor, with my own opinion, I beg to differ because I seen what tattooing didn't have anything to do with dog fighting. Tattooing, in my opinion, only has to do with recovering your dog, you know, or recovering a stolen dog. You know, tattooing your dog so your dog will have a mark on him somewhere on his body that the person who has that dog will not know that's your dog. Your dog. So when they come and saying, "Oh, this my dog, this Tiger, this my dog," no, man, that's my dog. That's Rufus. No, this Tiger. They want to fight you because they saying that's Tiger, but you go over there and show them Rufus got a tattoo that they never knew was there. Boom, let's roll, Rufus. You know what I'm saying? It kills all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not about no dog fighting. Tattooing a dog is far from being anything involved with dog fighting, and that's just my opinion. You know, that's just my opinion. Now, another brother or sister can argue and say that a lot of dog fighters tattoo their dogs. You know, that's a whole different subject. What I'm saying is the actual art of tattooing a dog is not involved with dog fighting. The art of tattooing a dog is involved with the art of recovering your dog. If your dog get lost, even if they didn't steal your dog, they found your dog somewhere and now they taking care of your dog. You know, now they think it's theirs, but you need a dog back. That tattoo is gonna tell them everything. You know what I'm saying? That tattoo gonna tell them everything. And that's just my opinion, man, when it comes to tattooing these dogs and stuff like that, man. Now I got a question. Got a question for my brothers. I got a question for my brothers and my sisters in the chat. Why do y'all think, you know, these folk act like everything is a cover-up? Why do y'all think these folk are acting like everything we do with these pit bull terriers is a cover-up? The brothers that go to the shows, is this a cover-up for the dog fighters? Just a bunch of dog fighters that hang out and a cover-up for the dog fighters. The brothers that do the weight pulls, this is a cover-up. The brothers that do the treadmill, this is a cover-up. The brothers that do the hog hunt, they don't hog hunt. They just say they hog hunt, and this is a cover-up for all that. Why do you think everything has got to be a cover-up when it comes to these dogs, man? Listen. We didn't bring these dogs here. We just fell in love with them once they got here. Now we adapted to y'all rules. We adapted to the rules y'all make and the folk make for this country. And then you still get looked at like a criminal. Then you still get treated like, you did something wrong. So how are you supposed to feel, my brothers and sisters in the chat? They want to beta give content, man. Listen here, man. See, it's a difference when you're doing something off spite and you're doing something off hate. But when you're doing it from the love, they can't stop you, fam. Salute out to my doggers out there, man. Big salute to the man, Eli Monster. Salute to you too, brother. Eli Monster, salute to you. And I'm gonna tell you why I say salute to you, Eli Monster. I was about to say salute to another brother, but your name came off my tongue. So hey, I'm thinking about you right now, big dog. Big salute to Eli Monster. Supreme Excellence 1. Big salute out to you, dog, over there with the Midnight Cowboy Dogs. You know what I'm saying? Big salute out to you. Why you think no matter what we do, no matter what kind of progress we try to make with these dogs, fam, you know what I'm saying? No matter what we try to accomplish on the good and the positive side with these dogs, they always try to keep you in the slums. Why you think is that? Now, one thing I will say, like I always say, I got to give you one side and the other side. Sometimes brothers make them feel like that. You get brothers who get caught up and tell, they're not really going to shows. They just faking like they're going to shows. You know what I'm saying? They don't really go to shows. Then you got tree huggers who say that type of stuff. You got people who make assumptions about that type of stuff. It's just, how can you stereotype a dog that bad and a group of people that bad because they own these dogs? It don't make no sense to stereotype people that bad. So that's why I ask my brothers and sisters down in the chat, how does it make you feel? When you go out there and busting your ass to get right in these shows, and then you have somebody turn around and tell you fighting that dog. When you out there busting your ass trying to get that dog ready to pull on weights or climb that wall or run after that lure or do a confirmation or training course competitions, you busting your ass, and then you got somebody to turn around and tell you, you trying to fight dogs, or you doing this, or you doing that. How are you supposed to feel? I mean, like, man, look at this, man. Look how many homeless people you got sitting on these grounds out here across this country out here in this cold, man. Let me show you, man. See, we got all these homeless people, white, black, Mexican, all these homeless people sitting on the ground. Americans I'm talking about. Folk that's Americans, you know what I'm saying, on these grounds. Americans on these grounds. Whether you from another country, long as you're American. Then you done got your cards and everything, your paperwork and all that right, but you on these grounds, homeless. But they letting folk come across these borders and giving them opportunities. Giving them opportunities. Giving them opportunities. Locking people up about dogs when they ain't doing nothing. Spending taxpayers' dollars on task force. Spending taxpayers' dollars on task force when you can spend that same taxpayer dollar to help a brother get out the cold this winter. You ain't got a tree hugger in America that's willing to quit tree hugging to help somebody get out the cold this winter. You know, they'd rather go tell on you about a damn dog than help somebody get out the cold. Call them a bum. Call them a crackhead. Call them this. Call them that. But to go chase somebody down about a damn dog, but you ain't do nothing. I ain't seen not one tree hugger yet, my brothers and sisters in this dog game, from the UK all the way to Ireland, all the way to Russia, all the way to Asia, all the way to Japan, all the way to all parts of the United States, South America, all of North America. They ain't did nothing yet about Canine Lifeline Rescue in Ohio with them 150-some dogs, over 100-some dead dogs in and outside of the house. Trial keeps being postponed. But the only thing I can say about that, that slaps my argument in the face every time, my brothers and sisters from around the world, you know, because see, them boys, they trying to make that content about the baby, but they ain't got no people rocking with them from across the world. You know, they get a kick out of dissing me and the homeboy around the corner laughing at me. But it's all good, man. It's all good. You know, at the end of the day, this country be focused on a lot of stuff that involves money. If it involves money and money being made from it, you know what I'm saying, then they with doing it. If it ain't no money being made from it, you got folk out here starving. And like I said, tree huggers will step right over to go rip somebody down about a dog that got a barrel or a dog that's sleeping, you know, in his comfort zone that they don't claim they don't like. But we ain't seen no tree huggers yet in Ohio. We ain't seen them, like we said, that whole case slipping under the rug, slipping and sliding under the rug. Next thing you know, you won't even hear about it no more. But you'll hear about them pits week after week after week after week, especially if brothers don't get smarter. Listen, brothers, listen, sisters. It ain't about trying to make something look like you do it. You got to really be about it. You know, you out here trying to say, oh, I want to look like I'm training a dog, or I want to look like I'm going to the confirmation show, or I want to look like I'm doing the weight pull, but you're over here doing this on the side. You know what I'm saying? You got to expect what you got to expect. This ain't the dog game from back in the days. You know, these brothers want to impress their girls. These brothers want to impress the next man, you know. And like I said before, you start talking like that, they start getting mad. You start talking like that, they start hating. You know what I'm saying? Start saying you hating, rather. You know what I'm saying? Start saying you hating. But in order to help you understand what I'm talking about, I have to refer that stuff back in the days to mob stuff like John Gotti and them boys. You know? Would they have went told the old ladies when they going to do something illegal back then? But no, it's a different environment. This is a different vibe. This modern day group of folk. They made it cool to be junkies. You know what I'm saying? This modern day brothers made it cool to be junkies. You know, y'all take and do every damn thing. Y'all ain't like our era and the eras before us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are straight junkies, and y'all think it's cool, the women and the boys and the men think it's straight cool to be a junkie. That's another thing that's wrong with the pit bull game. We in the era of the junkie era. So when you got junkies with pit bulls, you get junkie activity, you know? So that's why it ain't hard for them folk to make raids. It ain't hard for them folk to make busts, because you're making junkie activity move. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like I said, back in my days, I was content knowing my dog was that shit. I didn't need the whole damn city to know. You know? Well, let me ask you, when you're going to war, my brothers, some of my brothers sisters, maybe anybody, you going to war, no matter what, it can be anything. Chess, checkers, boxing, fighting, whatever. You going to war, you gonna go grab them 50 people? You gonna go grab them 50 people, or you gonna go get your main, you know? You gonna go get your main set, your main cast, your one or two. The main one that you know is built for this. You only go get the folk you know is built for that, whatever situation you going in. So why in this dog game, you know these folk not built for this stuff, is you bringing these folk to this dog game? And then you wonder why you get the results you get. And you wonder why they like for the bait to get up here and give it to them straight raw. See, them boys be hating when I say I'm going to chill for a minute, man, and just calm back. And them boys like for me to go off on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Talk about them fake yellow dogs. Talk about how brothers ain't got no South Carolina connection. Yeah, man, yeah. That fake yellow dog talk. Boy, look here. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get to that stuff further down in the video. We'll get into all that. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I want to talk about this. Something else I heard. Showtime dog food. Showtime dog food is the dog food for dog fighters. Showtime dog food is what, and I'm going to tell y'all, this is my opinion. That sound like PETA talk. That sound like Humane Society talk. You know what I'm saying? Showtime dog food is dog food used by dog fighters. First time I ever heard that in my damn life. I used to work at a feed mill that sold dog food. They sold Showtime dog food because I heard some brothers say they never heard of that. You know, there's a dog food that been on this side of town. Showtime dog food. Okay. My opinion about Showtime dog food, I think it's okay dog food. I would use it. I like it because it's one of them dog foods that have about 5 different flavors. You know, you got your blue bag, your red bag, your yellow bag, your green bag. Each bag got something different with it as far as the proteins and the fat level. It's one of them kind of dog foods. Back maybe about a few years back, I haven't bought it in a while, but a few years back, it would have been about $35 a bag maybe. You know, when not way back in those days, and I'm talking about modern day times. It was about $30-some a bag. So right about now, with the food going up year after year, it might be right at the high 30s to the $40 marker. Showtime dog food, you know. Never heard it was for dog fighters. As I think back on the dog food, let's see how it had good weight on my dogs. It's real greasy. It comes in small pellets as well as bigger pellets. It comes in your your high energy. It comes in your maintenance. You know, you got your puppy as well. You know, you had all your flavors, but I never heard it was for dog fighters. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, you know, maybe folk hearing stuff that I don't hear. I don't hear it all. But in my days, I never heard that any particular food was a food that you can say makes this man a dog fighter. Damn, I can't feed my dogs. If I just stop feeding my dogs, then I'm getting charged. And if I feed them, certain kind of food, that's the food for dog fighters. What is this world coming to? What is this world coming to? We need to be figuring out what kind of food them serial killers eating. That's what we need to be figuring out. What making them serial killers do what they doing when they going to do all these mass stuff in these different places. Since we talking about dog food is the dog fighter, or a certain kind of dog food is food made for a dog fighter. That's ridiculous. For a person who don't know about dogs or anything about dogs, understand that is ridiculous. Let's keep this thing going, man. Let's keep this thing going. You know, when it comes to these dogs, you know, and when it comes to certain things, you know, what I'm starting to realize, these brothers on these back streets, you know, some of the brothers that watch my channels might not be watching it now, may have watched it in the past, you know what I'm saying? Different people, but these brothers are, and that's why I tell y'all brothers, you can't be mixing that dope game in with these dogs. These brothers going, whatever the information or whatever is going down with that dope game, you gonna be, you know, collateral damage. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be collateral damage. Like this dog community, really, you really gotta stand up to the point where you gotta keep all that stuff away from that community, man. Even the brothers who doing it, if you doing whatever you do, but you gotta keep all that stuff away from the community. You know, go back underground with what you doing. But see, it's hard for some folk to understand it, man. It's hard for some folk to understand it. It's just crazy to me, man, when I see certain things, see the way brothers that's older than me move certain ways, and then when you try to help them, you know, not even on a video, you try to help them in certain ways, you know, everybody don't accept it the same way, rather. Hey, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's keep this dog talk going, man. Let's keep this dog talk going. Number one thing that I forgot and I left off earlier, you know, number one thing I forgot and I left off earlier when I was talking about the problems in the dog game. One of the main problems right now, what I just said is a few minutes ago, that dope and all that. The main problem is everybody else trouble leading to your trouble. You just selling the dogs. You're not even thinking about the stuff they thinking about. Maybe you are thinking about it, but you haven't been caught doing anything. Somebody else over here doing this, somebody else over here doing that. You got brothers in all situations in this dog game. And then their troubles trickle back to you. Your troubles become your troubles now. So I had to add that in there to one of the things that was ruining this dog game. You got a brother who may lose 30, 40, 50 dogs that didn't do anything. He was just on the phone with a brother who was in the game doing all kind of shit in the dope game. And maybe he wasn't even in the game. He was on the phone with another brother who was in the game. One tap led to another tap. But hey, I don't know, man. We're going to keep that thing going. All I know is, got to be careful. One person's trouble will lead to yours, and it's easy to get in trouble and hard to get out, like they always said. You know what I'm saying? Easy to get in trouble and hard to get out. You know? So let's keep that dog stuff going. Now, I do want to talk about this. Brother Triple J was saying, people may be thinking he be exaggerating about some stuff and this and that. And I agree with you, Triple J. And this why I agree with you. Because they hard-headed, man. Folk don't understand it. You can say it, I can say it. Brother Fat Bill can say it. This brother can say it, that brother can say it. They hard-headed. It's like brothers think you just capping. Brothers think you just talking. Brothers think they experiencing something you never experienced. Brothers thinking you racist. Brothers thinking you not racist. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about anybody in general. They too worried about things that don't matter instead of worrying about what's really the message. Triple J, that's why they feel like we exaggerating or you exaggerating or I'm exaggerating when it comes to certain things, telling brothers how hard they are going at these dogs these days. They'll think it's just a dog show. They'll think it's just talking about something that needs something to talk about. See, you got one group of brothers that's trying to give you something real, and then you got one group of brothers that's trying to make content to sell puppies. Get the fuck real, man. Like I told y'all boys, man. You make 1 or 2 videos, whoopie-doo, you get a lot of views on it, whoopie-doo, man. We talking about scratching, bulldog scratching. We ain't talking about the first 5 minutes, man. We talking about in it for the long haul. All I can do is give it to you the way I do, man. Give it to you the way I do. And all my dog brothers out there that keep giving that truth, keep giving that truth. You know what I'm saying? They can't take it. A lot of brothers can't take it. Big salute to Bolt Cutter Kennels out there, man. Big salute to Bolt Cutter Kennels. Big salute to all the brothers. Big salute to the brothers that's doing that music. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to the sisters that's doing that music. Big salute to all the hog hunters that's out there getting them hogs in this cold ass weather. You know what I'm saying? Getting them hogs in this cold weather. Hey, we gonna talk about all that, man. Cause what I want to know is, have the people, have these judges, have all these whoever making these laws about these hogs, have they ever had hogs rooting up their grass, rooting up their gardens, rooting up their yard? Have they ever had that? Have they ever even seen that? Who do they call to the rescue? Who do they call to the rescue but the American Pit Bull Terrier? But then you'll get Peter, you'll get all these other people to make all these animal advocate laws when it come to hunting and stuff like that. When it comes to get rid of nuisance. One thing about it, brothers in the dog game, Peter always be there. Just like the brothers who got the furs, the fur coats and stuff like that. Peter been boycotting them and picketing them and, messing with them for the last 40 years. So what makes us any different? They gonna be here. They gonna hold their signs up. They gonna say stuff that don't make no sense to us. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta keep on stepping, keep on doing the right things with these dogs and don't even worry about them. You know what I'm saying? Just look at them and laugh. Look at them and laugh. Because, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there. The haters, they're gonna be there. See, the thing about it, like I always say, man, sometimes you have to ask yourself, when it comes to this pit bull game, is it getting to the point where we got to go register with the AKC? Register our dogs with the AKC to get into AKC shows, the more top of the line shows where we can possibly compete in the Westminster show? So if I go take one of my dogs and register them AKC, who cares if he registers as a staff? And if enough brothers do it, they might recognize the American Pit Bull Terrier as a breed. But who cares if he registers as staff? But if I'm competing in the Westminster, I'm walking on Westminster, ESPN. I'm on ESPN strutting with my dog. Boy, Westminster winners. It's a whole lot come with Westminster winners. Whole lot come with that. Is it getting to the point where Brothers got to take these full-blooded registered dogs and go to a more echelon registry because the ADBA ain't supporting brothers. It may be getting to that point. They just want to treat us certain kind of ways when it comes to these shows and stuff, man. Register these dogs with the AKC. Don't have to worry about no titles coming because they ain't putting no titles on your dog. They don't care about none of that old stuff. They just want to make sure they full-blooded, register with them, into them shows. And it's a different kind of show when you go into an AKC show to an ADBA show. Different kind of accolades. You know what I'm saying? Different kind of accolades. We talking about go to AKC show, your dog can end up in movies. Your dog can end up on commercials. Your dog can end up so many different places dealing with a company like AKC, you know? And I'm just asking my brothers and sisters in the chat that rocking with me and that's watching this video, is it getting to that point where you may have to take your dogs to the top of the cream of the crop when it comes to all dog registries? You know, we always like to brag about ADBA is high quality. AKC is top of the top of the top. Nothing above when it comes to dog registries. Is it going to be to that point where we got to get to that? You know? Drop a few answers down in the chat, man. Drop a few answers down in the chat. Appreciate all my brothers that's rocking with me, my sisters that's rocking with me down there. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button, man. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button. Now, y'all know with papers being a big issue, you know, when it comes to all this stuff right now and all this trouble that, you know, brothers getting into, when it comes to papers being a big issue, what's the brother really to do when it comes to registry? You know, what's a person to do to feel comfortable when it comes to registering their dog? You can register every single thing in this country that know to show you own that thing. You know, you even buy some type of toys sometime that come with little certificates on them. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the dog, what should you do? They say pit bulls come from fighting dogs. They say these dogs were fighting dogs, yellow, Jeep, so and so. Listen, man, every single bull breed dog come from a damn fighting dog. Pocket pit bulls, bully pit bulls, blue pit bulls, Americans, regular pit bulls, XLs, whatever. All them dogs are hybrid dogs bred down from the American Pit Bull Terrier and the Staffordshire Terrier. Every single one of them dogs have a dog in their background that been fought before. So how about the dogs that's being fought in other countries, like them Irish fighting dogs or Russian fighting dogs or them Turkish fighting dogs or them different kind of Asian fighting dogs, and they get over here and they be all in these shows and stuff with all these high dollar, you know, prices on them with these pedigrees. See, that's something you really can't use with brothers getting it used on them, but you really can't use that on brothers because it's like, get real. Every single bull breed dog, and probably the English bulldogs as well, the ones like Jake and the Fat Man dog and the Georgia Bulldog mascot, they probably gonna lead back, you know, the fighting dogs as well. Every single dog. You know, that's crazy to bring these points up to why I want to take your dogs or why I want to, you know, put you in jail unless you did something illegal. You know, unless you did something illegal. Now, what I want to ask brothers now, I know brothers on the East Coast that they offering 20 years to, that dogs wasn't messed up, that dogs wasn't screwed up, that dogs wasn't nothing, you know, going off he say, she say, from what I heard. Offering them 20 years compared to the biggest dog situation in the past 10 years, getting 10 months suspended. Something not adding up right. We got this brother over here, they done convicted, about to try to give 20 years to. Dogs, not nowhere, nothing wrong with his dogs. No kind of, saying you was fighting or anything like that. Going off the papers, the ADBA papers, along with other stuff, you got to get 20, you can get 10 months suspended. Your dogs were in shit, your dog looked like shit, and you was a klepto, you was a what they call it? Repeat offender of the same crime over and over and over again. You get a suspended sentence, walk free, you get 20 years. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a thought, there's something to think about. You know what I'm saying? Just something to think about, man. But one thing I do know, when it comes to these jurors, when it comes to the dogs, or anything, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to anything and when it comes to these jurors, I'm going to stand on this. An all-white jury won't be fair to no brother. All-black jury won't be fair to no brother. A jury must be, just like they say, of your peers. The way they letting all this people, everybody come in this country, you got to have Mexicans in there, you got to have black brothers in there, you got to have white brothers in there, and you probably got to have some Arabs and Indians in there in order for that jury to be a legitimate jury of your peers, giving you thought and thinking about your situation from different angles and all taking the same evidence in. Now, got a question. When it comes to my up north bulldogs, great dogs from up north, or up north bulldoggers, do you think the up north doggers and dogs are underrated? Don't get the props that they should get? Maybe. I'm asking down in the chat. Drop down in the chat. Are my up north bulldoggers underrated? Because you can have a full-timer from up north and you have a full-timer from down south and give it to one person and say, yo, boom. Just say, they could be off the same bloodline. They could be off the same blood, but they'll probably take that full-timer from down south before they take the full-timer from up north. And everybody have their own particular reasons why. But I just wanted to know, do y'all think the up north bulldogs and up north bulldogger has been underrated in the dog game? And maybe it's something that haven't just started. Maybe it's something that's been going on for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's something that's been going on for a long time. Now, how early, I want to ask a lot of my brothers, man, that do this hunting, because somebody asked me, so I'm going to ask the chat and I'm ask the brothers out there who do hunting, outside of what I do, like to get everybody's opinion. How early do you start your dog to training when you taking them out hog hunting? How early should I start my dog to training for a hog hunt? My answer is from day one. You know what I'm saying? My answer always when it comes to training is to start from day one. You don't do certain kind of training, you don't start from day one. You let him excel up to that point where he get to that. See, when I say train him from day one, a lot of brothers will go get the hog hide, and then you put all that stuff inside this little 1 month old dog mouth, and you do all this stuff, different things, and you get your dog sick. You know what I'm saying? You start from one level, you go to the next level, the next level, the next thing, the next thing. You know what I'm saying? And then you move up to whatever, to where you need to go at. But that's what I mean by always start young as you can get them. You know what I'm saying? No matter what kind of training, whether it's hog hunting or anything, and that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Start young as you can when it comes to this training. Hog hunting wise, I think you should start young as you can, young as you get your dog. Everything he learned at a young puppy will be a whole lot easier on him when he get a little older. He take it better. and you can depend on him better. Imagine a dog that you train from a puppy to catch hogs, and then when you get when he's a year old and you train him in a week or two to catch hogs. Now you're gonna depend on that one you train from a puppy because you already know. He done been through the hell and he done been through the storm or whatever, and you know what he gonna do. You're gonna depend on him. But that one you just trained in a week or two, you ain't, you ain't gonna be sure yet. So just my opinion, start young when it comes to training for any type of wilderness hunting, or any type of training like that, any type of activities. Start young. If you climbing walls, starting young don't mean taking your 1 month, 2 month old dog, making him run up a wall. It means starting from point one to the point it's gonna get him to run up them walls. You gotta think about it at like 1, 2, boom, boom. He don't just jump up and run up a wall. You got to get your dog where he want to chase stuff, where his drive is just that much, where he want to jump up no matter what and just run up. It's certain things you got to do when it comes to training these dogs certain kind of ways, and it takes steps. You know what I'm saying? Take steps. But let's keep this dog thing going, man. Let's keep this dog thing going. Let me ask y'all brothers this, man. Let me ask y'all brothers and sisters this real quick. Do y'all think the American Pit Bull Terrier has a working future? Do y'all think this dog has a working future? Different brothers gonna give the answer, from different, looking at it from different views. And I can understand that, and this is a broad statement, a broad question I'm asking you. Do you think the dog has a working future? Only the people with their heads in the gutter will say fighting or something like that. As far as what I mean by working, I'm not even saying what type of working. I'm just saying working, period. Broad statement, working. Do you think the pit bull has a working future? And big salute and big shout out to everybody that's down in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button up, man. Don't forget to hit that like button up. I do want to answer a question, man. I do want to answer a question. Well, I seen one brother ask it in Facebook somewhere. He wormed his dog. He wormed his dog. Now, it's been about 2 days or so. His dog gums are still white, or his dog gums are whitish, and his dog is eating half the amount of food that he was eating. Now, my answer to that is, maybe it's not worms that your dog got. Maybe it is worms, and maybe you didn't actually get the worms out of them. My thing is maybe it could be balbesia. Could be balbesia. And that's why I tell my brothers about clean dogs. A lot of y'all ain't pay that no attention. These brothers ain't gonna tell you nothing about a clean dog. And what that mean, clean dog, a dog that only been touched. If he had any teeth in him, the teeth was only teeth from dogs from that particular yard, or dogs that are clean. Once you take a dog out there and you school them out against a dog that have been schooled out against other dogs, different places, you can get balbesia now. You can get, and they say, 70-some% of dogs that have been rolled already got balbesia. I don't know if it's that high or what, but they say a majority of the dogs that have been rolled already got balbesia. And the thing about balbesia, my brother, you good for the whole year. You might be good for 3 years, and then it might kick in 6 months, where you go through 2 months of eating. 2 weeks of eating, 2 weeks of barely eating. Getting kind of skinny. You ain't getting all the way skinny, but you're getting kind of skinny. 2 weeks of eating, 2 weeks of barely eating. Sometimes you got energy, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you got energy, sometimes you don't. All right. Now, I did see you say the dog he was still acting good energy-wise. Now, how long will that last? How long is that going to last? We don't know because you said his gums were white. He's only eating half of the amount of food he used to eat, so he will be getting weaker, if he's only eating half the amount. If the half amount, unless he was eating too much from the start, that's another thing. Just because he's eating half don't mean he's not still getting enough food to do what needs to take for his stomach. With them worms in the stomach, he might have to eat more to fill his stomach, make him feel, full. Got them worms out of stomach, he might not eat as much, but it might make him look better. The white gums, do something to get his blood count up. Give him B12, B1000. Give him something to get his blood count up. What's the pills we used to give? I'll think of it in a minute. But you want to get his blood count up. White gums is low blood count. You know what I'm saying? At least you got low blood count. Whatever else you got, making your gums white is gonna make your blood count probably lower as well. And this dog game is wicked. Cause see, you got brothers that'll take that same dog like my brother was talking about, and they see the dog gums white, and they'll take him out there and expect him to give them full ability in whatever kind of competition they're going in. That's the first thing you gotta look at, man. Them dogs' health. White gums don't turn white for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Gums don't turn white for no reason. They're supposed to be different shades of pink. Some people say dark pink, pink. Long as they pink, good and red. You know what I'm saying? The redder the better. Pinkish wise. But white means you got lack of blood. Lack of blood somewhere. Lack of blood somewhere or another. You got some kind of problem going on. But yeah, man, let's keep this thing going, man. Let's keep this thing going. Like I said, man, I hope y'all having a good holidays, man. Y'all tuned in to your boy PBK9s, giving it to you. I told y'all, boy, 2024 got some big things coming for the channel, man. We switching the game all the way up. Not from the dogs. Boy, we giving this thing. I'm giving you the news. I'm giving you all that. But I got a whole lot more content because, it just is what it is, man. It is what it is. Okay, let's move on, man. Let's move on. Okay, now, I had a challenge last week. I asked the brothers, the ones who want to talk about the Bay for content or talk about this and that with the Bay. I say, let's come up here on my channel. I challenge y'all brothers. I give you a free puppy if you can out-debate me. If you can go back to the 90s, y'all brothers, Brother Thompson, Brother Yellow One, Brother Buck City, I give you a free puppy if you can out-debate me when it comes to these dogs in the 90s. See, we don't care about the puppies you want to sell, and we don't care about what's going on in modern day times. But I told y'all, brothers, you can't be clout chasing. You can't be dick riding, jock jumping, you know what I'm saying, bully raising, commenting on brothers who out here in the game, on brothers who out here putting that work in with these dogs, man. And see, the thing about it, y'all want to crack jokes, y'all want to say this, y'all want to say that, but you won't get up here and talk about no dogs. See, shout out to all the dog lovers from one side of the country to the other side of the country. I'm gonna tell you how these brothers will do y'all brothers now. That's getting up in these YouTube channels and doing different little things with the dogs. When they feel like they got the upper hand on you, they'll talk shit to you. You know what I'm saying? They'll talk shit to you. But one thing, like I tell y'all brothers, a lot of these boys just start buying pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? They just start bulldogging. They don't even know half the terms that we up here talking about. Some of the stuff that we up here talking about, some of these older brothers that's up here, see, it's different when you don't know something and you just learning it and you not one of the ones up here trying to knock somebody else. up here doing stuff for clout, trying to get content. But yet you don't even know all the dog terms we up here talking about. You know, all the lingo. You don't even know it. You ain't experienced it yet. Now, what I want, like I said before, without arguing, without talking trash to each other, Buck City, Thompson Kennels, and whoever else want to jump on the boat with them, 90s dog talk, nothing else. Challenge y'all brothers to it. Don't get up there talking no trash about me on another video. You know what I'm saying? Don't do none of that. I want to talk 90s talk. I don't think none of y'all boys got bulldog 90s talk. And how old y'all is? Me, I'm 79. I'm born in 79. How old y'all boys is? Okay. I'm waiting now. Before we get in and start talking about any boxing or anything physical or anything, man, we just need to get up here and talk about dogs from the 90s and we can kill the whole deal. Kill the whole deal. These brothers' resumes only going back 5 years. You know what I'm saying? 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, man. It ain't hard. It ain't hard to stump on folk when your resume only go back 7 years. And you try to knock the next brother or you try to tear the next brother down for content. Hey. Another thing I want to mention, man. It don't matter what site you on. It don't matter if you're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever. It don't matter what site you on. No matter if it's a membership site, don't matter what site you on, brothers and sisters. Talking dog fighting is illegal. Talking modern day dog stuff is illegal. There's no site, there's no web thing that's gonna make it safe for you to talk about that stuff on. But see, it depends on if you want to hear it from a hustler or you want to hear it from somebody gonna give you the truth. Don't make no difference what site brothers be on. Don't make no difference how private my memberships is. There's nothing I can talk about in their memberships on these social media, no matter what site it is. There's nothing you can talk about that them folk can't go in and check. That's it. You know, that's on these live ones that you can't say the same thing on. So you think, okay, boom. Now, what I will say, you can give more exclusive stuff on the membership sites. Okay, boom, I understand that. But as far as me being able to talk about something that I can't talk about on this platform, but I'm gonna talk about it on this platform because it's got a membership to it. Oh, hell no. Keep telling brothers, one of the problems that we have in this pit bull game. Brothers just don't think them folk be in these apps, WhatsApp, Telegram. You tell the brothers that they brothers still using them, do certain things with. The dog game don't believe it can happen until it happens to you. Everybody's saying, oh, he was a dummy. He was a dummy the way he moved like this. He was a dummy the way he moved like that until it happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Until it happened to you, man. You know? Now, I want to talk about this. Shout out to my brothers who be doing dog training. Shout out to my brothers who be doing dog training. Try training somebody else, dog. Try training somebody else, dog. Try working your channel. Try raising litters up of puppies. All at the same damn time. Holla at me, Buck. See? That's why I talk shit. We ain't trying to sell no puppies. We just make it happen. We just make work. It's easy work, man. Easy work. I don't do the wake and bake. I just give it to them, the real or the fake. Tell them what's what. That's why they mad about them yellow dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's why they mad about them yellow dogs. But hey, it ain't my fault they stacked up all that shit that wasn't worth for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't worth for nothing. But I want to ask brothers, what's a reputable breeder? What do you consider one? You know? What do you consider a reputable breeder? Is it one, that keeps his word? Is it, brothers gonna have different opinions about it. Drop them opinions and drop them comments down in the chat, man. You know, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. What makes a reputable breeder? Giving high quality dogs? I don't know. I'm asking y'all brothers down in the chat, man. I'm gonna be looking at it as well, down in the chat with y'all brothers. So drop them answers, man. Drop them answers. What makes a reputable breeder? And we're gonna keep this thing going. We're gonna keep this thing going. Now, I want to talk to Mr. Garner. I see he dropping videos, right? I want to talk to Mr. Garner. Because y'all asking all the wrong questions. Pelican Bay gonna ask the right questions. Mr. Garner, I got your number, but I need an interview. I got questions to ask. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about no BS. See, the thing about a lot of these doggers and a lot of these YouTube channels, their dog resume don't go back far enough. They don't got the credentials in their resume. Mr. Garner, I need that. I need an interview. We got Black Chance from you back in the days, and I got questions to ask about Black Chance. Was a champion when we bought him from you. Was a champion, and I got questions about him I want to ask you, as well as other questions, but just let you know, who you're talking to. But I'm going to move on from that. I'm just saying it, just like that. Like I say, man, I can talk dogs with the best of them, you know what I'm saying? I can talk dogs with the best of them. Don't forget to donate to the channel if you want to donate to the channel. Pelican Bay always giving it to you. We'll always give it to you. This shit is hard to duplicate. Your boys don't want to steal my content. I ain't worried about you stealing my content. Just don't talk shit about me if you ain't got no reason to. I understand, you brothers hating about the yellow stuff, Thompson and y'all other brothers. But Thompson, man, you gotta understand. You not even from around here. You don't know the yellow game the way we know the yellow game. You giving them boys that fake shit, and then you get mad because you got called out and you just a puppy peddler. You know what I'm saying? You don't even really know about the yellow dogs, period. Because if you did, you wouldn't have had stocked up on the shit you got in your background of your dogs. You know what I'm saying? And then you get mad, but see, it ain't your fault, dog. It's your fault because you come to South Carolina thinking you're going to learn South Carolina politics, and you don't know nothing about South Carolina, and that shit railroads your ass. Now you got 10, how many ever years you got, breeding some shit you thought was, but it ain't. Then you want to tear me down. It don't matter, man. It don't matter. I ain't bought all that fake shit. You can say what you want about Pelican Bay, but I don't got to go out in the backyard and feed a whole bunch of fake-ass dogs. Them videos, they is what they is. But them fake-ass dogs in your backyard, they real life. You got to kick bread out for them. You know what I'm saying? You got to kick bread out for them. And from what them boys say, normally you don't have nothing for sale. It's all sell up. Now them boys getting smart. Them boys say, man, let them keep that fake shit over there. You know what I'm saying? Them boys will show you where you get some real yellow from. It definitely ain't that. Now, come on, man. Come on. Pelican Bay Canines, man. Them boys trying to bring me out. Them boys trying to bring me out of retirement. I be trying to retire, man. I be trying to retire and just be easy. But them boys trying to bring me out of retirement, man. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We want brothers to get good dogs. You know, we want brothers to get good quality dogs. We want brothers to get dogs that they, you know, especially if you're going to pay whatever price a brother wants you to pay. Good quality, good healthy dogs. Forget a pedigree. You know, at the end of the day, good quality dogs. And see, brothers wondering why certain yellow dogs don't look like these yellow dogs, and these yellow dogs don't look like these yellow dogs. Is because these ain't really yellow dogs. They yellow, but they're not yellow dogs, you know. So that's why they're going to look different. That's why they're going to give you different attitudes. That's why when you breed them, you're not getting the same quality. But you want to blame it on the Pelican Bay, you should be blaming it on Tant. Tant the one shit you. I tell you, that's what's wrong with the dog game. Y'all got so much blame on the wrong shit. You want to blame me because I'm telling you the truth when David Tant the one shit you. You wouldn't even have the problem if you get rid of all that fake shit out your yard and start over. And make sure the new stuff you start with is coming down off legitimate lines. Plain out and simple. You know, one thing about it, man, I don't care who the dog channels is. If you got that shit, that's that fake shit. I don't care about who the channels is or who the dog mans is. And like I said before, just because you got it don't mean your dog's not good dogs. It just mean your pedigree not what it's supposed to be. Now, I want to send a big shout out to my brother, Pro and Game Mag, because everybody know Pro and Game Mag. You know, he wasn't bulldogging back in the days, Pro. Just like Thompson. Pro, you got the same much experience as them brothers. The only thing different between you and them is they was breeding dogs, man. They was breeding dogs over the past few years. You know, selling puppies. You be selling John puppies, they ain't got no more experience than you. See, the thing about it, brothers like that are trying to talk down on brothers like Pro, thinking, oh, he could talk down on you, but you ain't got no dog background. You ain't got no resume. You know, like when me and Going Hard them argue, or me and these brothers argue, these brothers got dog resumes. You know what I'm saying? Dog backgrounds. You know, these brothers ain't got no dog backgrounds. They ain't got no resumes. It's like, what the, come on, man. Come on. You talking about the big chief kahuna coming in here arguing with somebody without, don't even got a resume. You just happy we gave you a job here. You know what I'm saying? You don't got no resume, period. You should be happy we gave you a job. And you want to argue with somebody with a stacked resume. But like I said before, stop all the name calling. We should be older than that, right? Let's talk dogs. Let's give these brothers some dog talk. You know? Buck, let's give it to them. We can go hour on your show, hour on my show. Split that thing up. Let's go. Let's give them some dog talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop all that bashing. Let's see what brothers know from the 90s. You know what I'm saying? See what y'all old folk know. But y'all ain't want to talk about that. You want to talk about shit that don't matter. Y'all stay safe out there, PBK9s, and I'm out.
You are now tuned in to the sensei. I am the sensei. Yeah. This that shit right here, baby. It's a special sound. Daddy, yo, I gotcha. It's easy, baby. Oh shit, I'm back at it again. Sipping on Patron like gin. Might do the end. Might just pull up in the Benz or Jaguar. Baby, I'm in line at a gas car. Baby, I'm in line at a fast car. Get pushed up like race car. Ayy, my shit run like gold kart. My daddy ran shit like Earnhardt. I run shit like Earnhardt. J-R-A. Pop big shit like A-R. Baby got taste like sweet talk. Don't try me, I'm a sweetheart like Kevin Hart. Ayy, I'm fucking on camera like Dipset. Baby, I'm freaking like Dripset. I like Hondas and Corvettes. Ayy, put up in the Honda, I race that. I got gas like racetrack. Get it from my daddy when I say that. Ayy, don't turn your back like it's doggy style. Show up for me like Rolling Loud. Show up for me like girls gone wild. Ayy, no disrespect, I'm a G jigaboo. Like Jay-Z, she said jigga hot. Jigga what? Jigga who? Jigga who? Ayy. No disrespect, I'm a jigaboo. Like Jay-Z, she said jigga hot. Jigga what? Jigga who? Jigga who? Ayy. Baby turn up for Richie Rich. I super smash Nintendo Switch. Out that part, that's how I hit. That's how I hit. Ayy. Frito Dorito nacho shit. Micasso Sucasso Colossal shit. Rolling loud gelato shit. Gelato shit. Ayy. Face on Hogan Macho Man. No disrespect, I'm not your man. Dougie style, Dougie fresh, Dougie hand. Ayy. Baby show out like Roscoe Dash. You know it's good, I came like Flash. Lip went wet, I came too fast. Ayy. Baby show out like Roscoe Dash. You know it's good, I came like Flash. Lip went wet, I came too fast. Ayy. Don't turn your back, let's doggy style. Show up for me like Rolling Loud. Show up for me like girls gone wild. Ayy. No disrespect, I'm a jigaboo. Like Jay-Z, she said jigga hot. Jigga what? Jigga who? Jigga who? Ayy. No disrespect, I'm a jigaboo. Like Jay-Z, she said jigga hot. Jigga what? Jigga who? Jigga who? Ayy. I love you too, my baby. Yeah.
Yeah.